Well, this week's show is about weddings. And if your special day is coming up, then you're going to want to watch this show. It's a great one. You know, guys, if you're looking for that wonderful fit for your tux, we have classic tuxedo on the show today. Also, if you are looking for the perfect venues, we've got a couple great wedding venues. And the best part of it is your honeymoon. How about a trip down to Jamaica with Sandals? We had an opportunity to talk to them and learn more. Renee?
Well, thanks, Mike. Well, we found everything a bride will need for her special day, from that one-of-a-kind, beautiful wedding dress to sweet treats and wedding cake for all of the guests, to a day of beauty, helping a bride look her best with hair and makeup. The perfect wedding is straight ahead. I'm Renee Joseph, and along with Mike Kilburn, we are Out and About Columbus.
Well, if you're looking for the perfect wedding venue that has a rustic home that just stands out and it'll make your wedding stand out, then you want to go to the Henry Manor. We had an opportunity to talk to Rich Harris about the Henry Manor and booking your wedding here. Well, Rich, good to have you and the Henry Manor back on the show.
Thanks, Mike.
You know, after visiting here the last time, it's one of those places that just really stands out in my mind. It's just such a beautiful place. Talk a little bit about the Henry Manor.
Well, the Henry Manor was built in 1869, so it was originally a farming house, and then a little over 100 years ago, the Henry family purchased the homes from the original creator, which was the Peters family. And ever since then, it's just been known as the Henry Manor. So it's got all the original wood, glass, and brick from 1869.
So when did it convert to a wedding venue?
Well, so weddings have been happening on and off for the last 20 years. We started hosting non-wedding events as well as some weddings so that we could focus on the large-scale weddings where people can actually rent the entire facility and up to 14 people can actually stay here for the night or the weekend.
What are you doing right now in terms of the COVID thing?
Well, we've actually been very adaptive to the people that have called us for, potential bookings. Not only have we given 100% refunds for people that chose to cancel because of COVID, we also implemented what we call our micro weddings, and that's for people that are going to have 50 or fewer guests. We slash our prices right in half to accommodate a much smaller event. And we can also offer some kind of Zoom platform, live, streaming if they choose to do that while they're here.
Well, give us some contact information where we can learn more, book a wedding, and just kind of learn about the venue.
Sure. Our website is henrymanorevents.com. Phone number is 740-243-0718. You can reach us on all the social medias at the Henry Manor.
Fantastic. Rich, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, I think if you're looking for the perfect honeymoon spot, Sandals Resort would certainly fit the bill. We talked to Marcia Ann live from Jamaica to find out what Sandals Resorts has to offer you for your honeymoon. Well, Marcia Ann, so glad to have you on the show and Sandals Resorts.
I'm so very delighted to be connecting with you all today from the beautiful island of Jamaica.
So, Marcia, where is your resorts located at?
We have our resorts located over various parts of the Caribbean, most specifically here on the island of Jamaica, Antigua, St. Lucia, Grenada, Barbados, Bahamas. And that's for our Sandals Resorts, which is for adults only and couples only.
So this is our wedding show, and I know what celebrations do you have there, and why does it make it a special place for your wedding?
We have the most attractive offers imaginable. We actually have your wedding at Sandals is free for 3 nights or more, and some of the inclusions include working with your own wedding planner. We also have up to $1,500 in a credit that would be offered for any of our bookings that are staying for longer than that.
Well, one subject that I would love to talk about with you is the COVID thing. Of course, it's starting to wind down here in the U.S. What steps is Sandals taking to make people feel comfortable about coming to the resort?
With our weddings that we have redesigned and reimagined our wedding locations. We have afforded the distancing that is required. The beauty about booking a Sandals or a Beaches is to enjoy as well that we're in the open air like this. And so the benefit, you're not confined to an indoor area, and our celebrations are not just limited to weddings. We're having renewal of vows. That's one of our key celebrations that we offer as well.
Now, Marcia Ann, it all sounds great. We're going to send some people from the Columbus area down to see you. Give us some contact information where we can learn more.
So we actually invite everyone who wants to see more. They can actually go directly to our website and go to www.sandals.com or www.beaches.com. And all our information is listed there. And don't delay. The beauty about coming to the islands is that year-round, the weather is phenomenal, and we're taking wedding bookings from now up to 2023.
Well, what a wonderful getaway. Again, Marcia Ann, thanks so much for being on the show, and thanks for telling us all about Sandals. It sounds great.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
If you're looking for your dream wedding gown, you've got to check out Elarose Sweet Weddings here at the Polaris Mall. We spoke with Princess, who told us more about how they customize to your taste. Well, Princess, welcome to Out and About Columbus, and we are so thrilled to be here.
I'm so thrilled to be here too. Thank you so much, you guys, for having me.
Well, tell us what you do here at Elarose Sweet Weddings.
Yeah, so at Elarose Sweet Weddings, we make brides' dreams come true. We create fairy tale wedding dresses, luxury special occasion dresses. We take a look at their body type and see what kind of dress might fit, and also fit it into their idea. Sometimes women have an idea of combining 3 dresses together and don't know how that would look like, and so they just like show it to us, and we're able to bring that vision to life.
Can you give us an example of how a bride would experience a moment coming in here?
Okay, so when brides book an appointment, they book an appointment to discuss with the designer, that will be me. We sit down for a brief chat. We want to know more about the bride. Is she a military bride? Does she have any backstory? Just tell us about her journey to being engaged and all of that, what she expects, what she wants to spend, what she wants to look like, what the wedding colors are, location.
Many brides like to follow a theme. How do you help with that? And what are some of the popular themes right now?
Right, so we just came off Winter Wonderland theme. When we're going to Beauty and the Beast, we have fairy tale weddings. It's more of fairy tale at this point. We also have royal weddings.
Princess, how do we find out more information about Elarose Sweet Weddings?
So if you go to Google, all you need to do is type in Elarose Sweet Weddings. It will pop up our Instagram page, which is also Elarose Sweet Weddings. We are also on Facebook as Elarose Fashions, and they can also go to the website, which is simply www.elarosesweetweddings.com.
So when I seen her on Instagram, I knew that she would bring my vision to life. And that's what made me actually come up here to Elarose. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm pretty sure it's like the best dress I've ever seen. I love it. Do we say yes to the dress? Hell yeah!
It's so important to get the right tuxedo and look for your wedding. And of course, alterations and the way it fits means everything. So if you're looking for the right tux, you may want to check out Romanoff's Classic Tuxedo. Well, Aaron, good to have Classic Tuxedo and out and about Columbus.
Yeah, good to have you here.
You know, getting the right fit and the right tux for a wedding is so important, is a part of that. And so what do you think makes Classic Tuxedo different than other tuxedo shops?
Well, being a small owner-operated business, we do things a little differently than the big box does. One, we stock the tuxedos here and the suits here as well. We do custom in-house alterations. I've been doing this for 30 years, so I've got a lot of experience doing it. And because we're small, we can offer more variety, and we just have less of it. But we'll special order things then that other places won't. We probably carry maybe 200, 250 different styles of tuxedos and suits.
What about last-minute alterations or adjustments that has to be made to a tux? Do you do those?
Again, that's kind of where we shine. So most places won't do custom alterations on a rental. I mean, when you buy something, they'll do all the alterations you want. Sure. Because I've been doing this so long, and because I'm owner-operated, I tend to care more about what my customers look like than they do. So there's certain things I'll do. It's like, say, you have a guy who works out, and he's got real big shoulders and a small waist. Well, if he wears a typical rental, he's going to look like a box. Well, what we could do is take the coat in on the sides or in the middle to give him, to show off a shape. I mean, if he's got the good shape like that and he's, you know, a groom in the wedding, he wants to look good.
Well, do you have any promotions going on? This is our wedding show, so if you have any, we certainly want to know about them.
Yeah, so if I have a wedding party and they have at least 5 rentals, I give the groom a free tuxedo rental for the wedding or a free suit rental for the wedding. And then in addition to that, I give him a free suit to keep as a gift.
Wow.
You know, so he could keep the same suit for the wedding if it's sentimental, but if he wanted, you know, like maybe the bride picked him out to wear a gray suit, but he would like to own a navy suit, then he could do that.
Well, give us some contact information, Aaron, where we can learn more.
Well, we're at on Sawmill Road at the corner of 161 and Sawmill in the Trader Joe's Center.
And what's your website?
It's Dublin, Ohio, tuxedostore.com.
Fantastic. Aaron, thanks so much for being on the show.
All right, thanks.
Miss any of today's show? Now you can catch it all on the go. Just visit onacolumbus.com for past episodes and all of our latest content.
Well, the wedding cake is one of the most important things about the wedding, and Jay's Sweet Treats and Wedding Cakes make them not only beautiful, they're also delicious. Joanna, welcome to Out and About Columbus, and thank you so much for having us out today to Jay's Sweet Treats and Wedding Cakes.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
This place is so beautiful. I love it here.
Thank you. It really has come a long way. We had dirt floors when we started.
Well, you did a great job with it. It's so light, airy, and cheerful. So tell us how you got started in the wedding cake business.
Yeah, actually, cakes are my thing. And so I have done a lot of birthday cakes and custom cakes. And I had a dear friend reach out, and she said she wanted a wedding cake. And I thought, well, if you can bake and you can make a cake, why not? And it was a huge success. And from that, we've received lots of phone calls and lots of orders. And so now wedding cakes are our thing.
Oh, that's wonderful. And they are beautiful. I'm seeing a couple of them from here. So do you guys do anything besides wedding cakes? Do you have any other kind of specialty desserts?
Absolutely. So we're a full service bakery. So anything from a Danish that you'd want to grab in the morning to maybe some banana pudding or a peach cobbler for later in the afternoon.
Oh, wow. So you do it all here.
We do.
Well, what do you think kind of sets you apart from other places that do maybe wedding cakes and things like that?
Absolutely. I think what sets us apart is we're very unique in our creativity as far as designs are concerned. So there really aren't any limits to what we can create. Our taste, we get compliments from our brides all the time that our cakes are not only beautiful aesthetically, but they taste just as good. They're super moist and yummy. So, and our flavor profiles, we can create any flavor so you're not stuck with the vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
Well, this is great information. Thank you
you
so much for sharing
Of
your
course.
beautiful place with us.
Thank you.
How do we find out more information?
Sure, you can go online at jsweettreats.net. You can call us at 614-906-8888, or you can send us an email at orders.jsweettreats.net.
Joanna, it was lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Well, when it comes to planning a wedding, where do you begin? Devoted Columbus is here to help from start to finish. They can help you find your decor, anything else you need, any kind of vendor, they're the ones to call. Jamie told us more about their new resale market and shop. Well, Jamie, welcome back to Out and About Columbus, and it's a pleasure to see you again here at Devoted Columbus.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for having us out here. This place is really beautiful. I love what you've done to the place. Tell everybody what you do here at Devoted Columbus.
Sure. Devoted Columbus is a local wedding resource for engaged couples. So our goal is to help connect them to amazing wedding professionals in the area. We also have an amazing event coming up called the Wedding Experience. And these wedding shows are a great place to start, where you can interview tons of wedding vendors all at once, saving you time. For our show, we theme it through the season. So you get gourmet food, signature drinks, hair done, makeup, you get dance lessons, and we give away over $10,000 in prizes, which every couple right now needs to have some winnings and save some money, right?
Yes, that's wonderful. So I noticed the place looks different. You guys have added some stuff, so tell me about that.
Absolutely. So in COVID, we decided to change our resource center into a resale shop. So this shop is where engaged couples can come in and find gently used items. We focus on resale markets. We do 3 of these throughout the year. And these are where engaged couples will come and have a booth, and they'll set that up, bring all of the items from their wedding and sell it to current engaged couples.
How do we find out more information about Devoted Columbus?
If you jump on our website, devotedcolumbus.com, you can find all of our information under our events, under the resale market, or give us a call at 614-717-PLAN or 7526.
Jamie, a pleasure to see you again. Thanks for this great information.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Like the Out and About Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news on upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus.
Well, Robert Cannell, the uncommon officiant, is the man that you may want at your wedding. He says it sets the stage for the whole wedding ceremony. We talked to him and learn more. Well, Robert, good to have you and the uncommon officiant on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So why is it so important that a couple pick the right officiant?
So for most weddings, the ceremony is the opening act to what is a much larger celebration for the rest of the night. And it's the first interaction that everyone's guests are going to have with that event. And so it's really important that an officiant kind of set the tone. You know, they bring a little life, a little buzz to start the evening off.
Yeah. So what is your style of officiating?
Personally, I'm a bit of a storyteller. I really see a wedding as an opportunity to honor and to celebrate the couple getting married. So I don't go on long spiels about like the philosophy of marriage or anything. I just stick to kind of sharing the love story. You know, focusing on the couple getting married, making it very personal, and giving everyone a window into their relationship.
So do you sit down with the couple prior to?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
and learn all these things?
Mm-hmm. There's a kind of an interview early on. We meet, we talk for an hour, hour and a half. They get to know me, I get to know them, so I can really customize their ceremony.
Well, sounds great. Well, give us some contact information where we can follow up with you.
Oh, absolutely. So you can find me on my website, www.theuncommonofficiant.com. You can find all my reviews on Wedding Wire, The Knot. I'm on Facebook. Instagram is pretty interesting. And you can contact me by phone also, 614-499-5802.
Fantastic. Robert, great information. Thanks for being on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Every bride wants to look her best on her special day. From hair to makeup to your nails, we found it all here at Cactus Hair Salon. We talked with Crystal and Alex, who told us more about how you can book your special day. Well, Crystal, Alex, welcome to Out and About Columbus, and thank you so much for having us out today.
Thanks for having us.
Well, Crystal, let me start with you because you know every bride wants to look her best on her wedding day.
Yes.
Tell us what you do for the bride to make her look beautiful.
Yes, so we really pamper the brides on their wedding day. We have a whole team. Alex and I will come to you, or you can come to us. We do hair, we have a makeup team, we also have assistants, so if you have a large wedding party, then we can take care of everybody.
So every bride wants to look perfect, but does she get a chance to have like a pre-trial to see what she's going to look like before the wedding.
Yes, she does. We can book the trial run for her hair and makeup. We do suggest that if she is having a bridal shower to do it on that day. That way she still feels really beautiful.
Well, Alex, what are some of the things that you do to help make this really a special day for the bride?
Okay, we want the bride to be pampered and feel special her whole day. They can bring in orange juice, champagne for their mimosas, for them and their family. We have our Coco Locks Box Wedding Edition that has a few things in there to help promote their lash growth, hair growth, a lavender hairspray. We just love being a part of their special day.
It sounds like a wonderful day. How does a bride go about booking an appointment with you?
So you can go to our website. It's cactushairsalonoh.com. There's a little link that you can click on, the wedding link, and you can go ahead and fill out the form. You can read all the information and book through there.
Wonderful. Again, thank you both for coming on today and sharing this information. And there's nothing more than a bride wants than to look beautiful, and thank you for helping her with that.
Yes, thank you so much.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
How would you like to hold your wedding in this beautiful church built in the 1800s? It's even on the historic register. We talked to John and learn more about how you can book your wedding at this venue. Well, John, good to have you in the Gahanna Sanctuary on the show.
Welcome here.
What a unique wedding venue. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, the facility they're in right now, Michael, was built in 1895 by the Peace Lutheran congregation at the time. They were here until 1965. They sold the venue, moved on to another location, and we've been trying to maintain the historic nature of the facility and update portions that need to be updated.
So what's some of the unique things of this building? I know the tower outside is one of the unique things.
Well, in 1987, this facility got put on the National Register of Historic Places. We were put on because of our Gothic-style revival bell tower and our 1895 Tudor-style stained glass windows. There's 126 years old now, but they're in pretty good shape, and they just make us the most unique venue here in Gahanna and probably Central Ohio.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the highlights of your renovation you're going through right now.
Well, we maybe 3 years ago started talking about how to better use our outside exterior, because we didn't really have an exterior wedding venue. The first phase is to redo and rebuild the front of the Gahanna Sanctuary so it's more stable, it looks better, there's more room, different ways to get to it. On the south side here, we're planning a wedding garden.
Well, we're going to leave it there, but give us some contact information where that bride can book this place for her upcoming wedding.
Sure. Well, you can find us on the website at www.gahannasanctuary.org. You can call us on our phone at 614-414-2065, or you can send us an email at hello@gahannasanctuary.org.
Fantastic. John, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Michael.
Well, you know, the DJ is so important to the wedding, and not just playing music, but from start to finish. So we had an opportunity to stop by and talk to David from D&M DJ Entertainment, and he told us how they take care of your next wedding. Well, David, good to have you and D&M DJ Entertainment on the show.
Thank you so much.
You know, a DJ makes the wedding. There's just no question about it.
Definitely.
And it's great to have a great DJ service take care of your wedding. Let's talk a little bit about what the DJ is responsible for.
Well, it's funny you should ask that, because a lot of times people think of the DJ as just getting the party going, filling up a dance floor and so forth. The DJ also has to make sure that they're emceeing appropriately, meaning their pronunciation of some names has to be done correctly. They have to work with the photographer and the caterer and whoever else is there to make sure that the ebb and flow of the night goes the way it needs to. People forget that the DJ is very important to the whole night, from start to finish.
Absolutely. Well, how do couples go about picking music for their event?
Well, with our particular situation, we have our online forms. One is a planning form, then there's a timeline we put together, then we have our request area.
Well, what other services does D&M DJ Entertainment provide?
Well, we offer a whole host of ideas when it comes to the reception, of course, and of course the ceremony as well. So we can bring in a sound system for the ceremony and then mic up the groom and the officiant. We supply that end of it. Plus, we have the Starwood Trio that we also put out to folks.
Well, it sounds like a great service. So give us some contact information where people can learn more about D&M DJ Entertainment.
Well, you can find us on the World Wide Web at D&M DJ Entertainment. Remember that it's the A&D, not the sign. And that's .com, of course. You can give us a call at 614-604-9400. And of course, you could actually email us through our website or at david@dnmdjentertainment.com.
Fantastic. David, great information. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Well, having a wedding planner is so important. They can help you plan your wedding from start to finish. Camelot Lynn Wedding and Events is the one to call. Camelot, welcome to Out and About Columbus. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Well, thank you for coming out today to talk about your event planning. Tell us what makes Camelot Lynn Weddings and Events so special.
Thank you so much for having me. Well, I have about 15 years experience in wedding planning and event planning. Started out in the hotel business, hotel sales, and I bring all of that experience with me. I also have a team of about 4 people full-time, and they too are experts in wedding planning, event planning, and we just bring all of that together to take care of our couples and make sure they have a perfect day.
So what are some of the trends that you've experienced with couples that went ahead and had their wedding during this pandemic?
Yeah, so a lot of the trends that I've been seeing have been bringing the wedding experience to a virtual experience. Some couples can't have their families come and travel because of COVID, and they're worried about traveling during the pandemic. Having the photo booths is a big deal to them. Because we can't dance and mingle so much, a lot of couples are opting to do fun things during their wedding reception, like karaoke, which is hilarious and fun.
What do you have coming up for engaged couples?
What we have coming up for engaged couples is I also produce what's called the Columbus Bridal Soiree. It's actually happening in September, and we had to shut down last year because of the pandemic, but we are back and open and ready. It'll be happening September 19th at the Grand Event Center. We have over 40 different vendors that will be ready for couples that are looking for 2022, 2023 and beyond for their wedding needs.
Great information. A wedding planner is priceless, believe me. How do we find out more information about what you do?
So you can find me. I'm super active on Instagram underneath Camelot Lynn Weddings and Events. I'm also on Facebook, the same name, and my website is CamelotLynnWeddingsandEvents.com. You can also email us at events@CamelotLynnWeddingsandEvents.
Wonderful. Camelot, again, it was a pleasure to meet you. Great information.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.